Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're out here, not exactly behind the mountains, but more like in the open plains. Specifically, we're in Carrizo Plains, and I'm here with my buddy Tony from Random Adventures 2.0. He came all the way across the country from Pennsylvania. We're gonna be spending a couple days together, and we got a lot of really cool stuff we're gonna do. Right now, as you can see, we got all these amazing flowers out here, just a huge variety. And this is very rare for this area. We really only have a bloom like this, maybe if we're lucky, once every 10 years. And so it's really special to be able to be out here. Today we're gonna check out an old homestead. This is an area that I've been to before. I'll give you guys a little bit of history, and Tony and I have planned just to kind of hang out. We're gonna do some exploring, we'll do some cooking, and we'll be camping out of our cars. And so I look forward to getting out with you. Yeah,
this is gonna be amazing.
There is a old homestead out here behind us, and we've got kind of a rugged road on the way out there, and so I'm hoping we can make it. But I'm really glad you guys came along with us, and we'll check with you guys in just a few minutes. What I'm standing in is one of the old homesteads that became abandoned here in just around 1933. This was a homestead that they lived in for just around 20 years, and during the drought they ended up having to just abandon this ranch because the water table had gotten way too low. And so there's a lot of remnants of old farm equipment, which I'll show you guys. But later on tonight, Tony and I plan on kind of setting up in here. We're going to do a little bit of cooking, make a nice meal, and just check out the scenery. I'll give you guys a little tour, and then we'll see what Tony's doing. This is one of probably around 20 homesteads that's in this plains here, and this is probably one of my favorites. It is small. It's 3 bedrooms, and what we're standing in now is actually the living room. And they probably had a wood-burning stove here because I can see where the stack went up into the ceiling. No insulation, you know, very small, very confined, but it worked for them. I'm sure it was really cold in the winter and it was really hot in the summer, but the view that they had out front is just incredible. I can't imagine what it was like, and I'm really looking forward to later on. Once the sun starts going down, I'm sure the sunset looking through these windows here is going to be incredible. Now there are some animals around here. I have seen foxholes that look like they're active, and so we might see some foxes later tonight. And there are a few owls' nests as well. One in the back barn here. There's one in one of these bedrooms up in the rafters. And this place has gotten beat down just from the environment. There's a lot of wind out here. You know, you gotta expect some damage. But as far as the flooring goes and the walls and the roof, you know, I'm surprised at how intact this place was and how much work it took them to actually build this, because there's no wood around here. There's no areas where they could have gone and processed lumber, and so they had to bring it in from over 60 miles away, and so that in itself, you know, was quite the task. I bet the people that live here probably would have loved to have a hot dog. Cowboy coffee?
It's actually organic. Peace coffee. Jesse had sent it to me before the trip, so that's what we're gonna have. So it's good stuff. Yep, I just poured the grinds right into the kettle, so once it boils, they'll settle down to the bottom, and we just pour it out in a fresh, hot cup of coffee. Yeah. Alrighty, so yeah. Oh, awesome! Look at those. I've got the coffee. Yeah, man,
Okay.
those wraps look good.
They should be. Gourmet hot dog wraps.
Yeah. Do that again.
So Tony and I are just having a simple lunch. Hot dog wraps. Gourmet hot dog wraps.
And I'll say definitely gourmet.
Flour, tortillas, hot dogs, cheese, ketchup, and mustard. And then later, he brought some chicken. We can cook some chicken later. I brought some chili. Between both of us, we brought plenty of stuff to eat. And I brought some things for breakfast.
Yeah.
But it's really nice out here. Nice view.
You can see the snow coming across the valley now.
Yeah. We were actually getting snow while I was cooking. Really kind of makes you think of what it was like for them when they were here. I mean, it's just so out in the middle of nowhere. You look out, no buildings, no houses, nothing. Once in a while, maybe you'll see the shine from somebody's vehicle, the glass. And that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty desolate. I like how I put the grill marks on it. Yeah, that's what makes it gourmet.
They're better crispy.
Mm-hmm. You definitely feel the rain hitting the back of your neck. I got a wool scarf I might get wrapped.
This is one of 3 harvesters that was left abandoned on this ranch, and this was used between the early 1930s up to just about 1940. And typically it would take 8 to 10 men to run this piece of equipment, and it would take 16 to 20 horses to be able to pull it. Just an enormous piece of equipment, and thinking about how they got all this out here, to get this out here probably took, a day or two at the least. And the temperatures out here get really hot, and it does get really cold in the winter, and so the environment's really not great for working out in these fields. And so it was a tremendous amount of work, and it's just a real iconic piece of history here that's left for us to see. The camera doesn't really do it any justice, but these flowers are they're really bright. It's not really sunny right now, but when it's full sun, God, the colors are just amazing. This is probably my favorite part about getting out and exploring these areas. A lot of times, it's just as simple as getting up on an overlook and being able to look out and see just miles of open, untouched land. Really the only landmark that I can see, as far any direction is this homestead down here. And so this was essentially what the Indians probably saw when they were out here hunting tool elk, because the elk used to come through this plain here, and the Indians would most likely get up into these foothills here, so they had a nice overlook. And as tall as this grass was, they were able to kind of sneak down in through this grass and ambush the elk. You know, they'll use their bows and they'll get within, you know, 25-30 yards of them and have enough meat to take back to their village. And you know, they might have been out here for a good week just to take down one of those elk. And so it really makes me appreciate how much open land we have and really how untouched it is by man. So we got our coffee. Tony was kind enough to make some cowboy coffee. Man, the view out here is just unreal. Sun is going down and we're probably going to start setting things up in there. We'll do some cooking later. We got what looks like a full moon, and so I'm assuming it's going to be pretty bright tonight if we don't have cloud cover. But it's looking like it's fairly clear. So hopefully it's not going to rain tonight, but I'm sure it will be cold.
Man, that was an awesome sunset. So that was really cool. Now Dana's got lights set up. He's got this whole room set up, and him and I are going to get ready to cook. But let me tell you what we're having for dinner. So we'll show it to you as we're cooking it. But this is two chicken thighs. We got this basmati, I think that's how you pronounce it, rice. And we're also going to have some corn, and we're going to do that in a little pot, but we'll show you all that here in a second. But this Old Bay, this is actually garlic and herb. I think we're going to add that to the rice just to give it a little bit more a kick. And all right, I think we're ready. Yeah, I'm thinking they're thighs, and they should just open right up. Yeah, that's like marinated in something. I don't know what they marinated it.
How long do you think I should have it on one side of the chicken?
Oh, man, that rice is heating up quick. Look at that steaming.
Are you hungry, Marley? You hungry? There's a raccoon on the floor. You can go under. Yeah, get the raccoon on the floor. Yeah, a floor raccoon.
And that's that garlic and herb. I think that's going to add a lot of flavor to that. Like you say, you want to give that a quick stir. Yeah. I think it's going to need more than that, I think. So we'll give it another little shake.
So this is kind of a rare occurrence that you're going to see two YouTubers filming a cooking portion. I mean, it's like kind of like that joke, like how many people does it take to screw on a light bulb? How many YouTubers does it take to cook dinner? I think between both of us, I think it should be good. The rice smells really good. The chicken looks good. I think the combination of all that stuff is going to make for a pretty filling meal.
You know it. Alrighty, so this is what it looks like. So we got our corn, our chicken, and our rice. Yeah, that's going to be good. So we're going to go ahead and sit down and eat. And that was stupid.
And stupid.
Throw it in the trash. All right.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's actually, it kind of feels warm in here, even though I know it's not. I think it's the lights and the warm food.
Yeah. Well,
this looks amazing.
I know when you were talking earlier, I could see your breath. So I was going to mention that, but yeah, that does look amazing.
This looks incredible. Wow. If you guys are wondering what that noise is, it's my power bank that I'm using to run my light kit and to charge my camera stuff.
Oh yeah.
Corn is great.
Yeah, that was those little packs. Really good. Hey Dana, you hungry for dessert?
Oh heck yeah.
Oh yeah, because now Dana's never had a Louisiana crunch cake, so I brought 2 of them, and you're in for a special treat because I'm going to make pineapple upside down cake with the Louisiana crunch cake. It's amazing.
So I gotta say something.
Yeah.
Tony is changing the world one Walmart at a time.
One Walmart at a time, right?
Apparently they now have crunch cakes, Louisiana crunch cakes at our Walmart in our town.
Yeah.
Whereas several weeks ago my wife checked and they did not have anything. That is really good.
I don't know, right? So
it tastes like lemony with the brown sugar.
Yeah.
And then with the pineapple, I don't know if that's what I taste aside from the...
Well, the Louisiana crunch cake, actually, it took me a while to figure it out, but it has a coconut taste to it, a little bit of coconut. And I always described it as like a coffee cake.
Wow. Yeah, it really is it's like a coffee cake.
Yeah. But this was my version of pineapple upside down cake. Rather than making a whole big one, you can make a little one like this. It's pretty good. All right, so
this is very, very good.
It's Behind the Mountains approved, right?
So I think my wife is going to be ordering more of these from Walmart.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, they said they just got them in. They just started carrying them, and people were buying them and buying them just over the last week. I think, and I told her, I said, this is the first time that I think... they said they didn't have them, and I said I even made a Louisiana crunch cake shirt. That's down in the description of every video. And it's that good.
Oh, this is good with the pineapple. So we had a great dinner with Tony. Had a crunch cake for dessert, a little bit of coffee, and it's 32 degrees, so it's really cold. Came out here, started up the car, and it's about 9:30. Marley and I are going to hit the sack, and then we're going to get up tomorrow morning, and we've got a few things planned. We'll probably film a little more here, and then we're going to move on to a different spot. So we will see you guys in the morning. Hey, good morning guys, cheers. Kind of a lazy morning. I got up just a little later. Tony got up a little later. We actually missed the sunrise. He's over there making some breakfast right now. I've got my coffee, and look at this view out here. It's just incredible. Looks like a nice clear day. There's a few clouds, but I think it's probably going to be a lot warmer than it was yesterday, and I don't expect us to get any kind of rain or snow. So we're going to have my coffee. We're going to probably hang out here for a little longer. I've got my solar hooked up to my power bank. I'm just kind of charging that because I'm going to need that for later today to charge some of my batteries and run my refrigerator. But yeah, it's really nice being out here.
All right, so breakfast is done. We got scrambled eggs and ended up putting a little bit of a sharp cheddar cheese in it too, just so we have some cheesy bacon and eggs. And then the coffee's done. Dana's already got his cup. I'm going to be pouring a cup here in a second. And then we're going to sit down and we're going to eat. How about it, right? Yes, sir. All right. And I did hook up my solar panels as well as Dana did too. And we're pulling in the sun this morning. All right. So I'm going to plate this up. I'll say a lot of times what I'll do is I'll put this in a wrap.
Yeah, like a breakfast burrito.
Yeah. Take a sip of this coffee quick.
Scrambled eggs with bacon and cheese. Got a banana. We got our coffee. I mean,
life is good, right? Yeah. Yes, it is. Awesome.
Good. Very, very good.
Yeah. You know, egg beaters aren't bad. It's real good because they store easy. You can take them places.
A little easier to deal with as far as packing away.
And then you don't have the shells at the end, you know.
Well, you don't have to worry about them breaking. Alright guys, so Tony and I are going to pack things up. We've actually got most of it all packed up. And we're going to slowly head out of here. And we're going to be moving to a different location that has trees. It's a totally different demographic as far as the environment goes. We got a lot of trees. We'll be able to have a fire tonight. And I'll hopefully be able to give you guys a nice spot to camp.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah, this is an epic spot.
It really is.
It's got to be one of the top 3 places that I've ever stayed. It might be even number 1.
It was, like I said, this was one of my spots I wanted to camp, but I never really wanted to stay here by myself. And so it was nice to have company. So Tony and I are packing up. We've got just a few more things. I got to put my solar panel and power bank away. And then we're going to head out down the road back the way we came. And we've got to be careful because there is one spot that really isn't ideal for car travel. It's got some mud and some ruts that we just need to be careful through. I'm not sure if this is going to be the end of this video. It might be 2 parts. But in any event, we are heading to a different spot. That's a total different kind of terrain, a lot of trees, and so it should be a fun trip in any event. But I really appreciate you guys coming along anyways, and you guys can expect to see us a little bit further in this video. Otherwise, stay tuned and we'll see you in the next spot.